Manchester United get the job done against a rotated Leicester side in the Carabao Cup, and it's the first game of the post-Eric Ten Hag tenure. So here's 5 things we learned, of course, in 5 minutes. Let's go. Number 1, Manchester United put 5 goals past Leicester, a team that under Eric Ten Hag were not known to score 5 or more goals. They only done it once under Eric Ten Hag. But today, Ruud van Nistelrooy gets his first win as the interim manager ahead of the Ruben Amorim era. 5 goals, and it's good worked goals. Casemiro scores a great goal. Diogo Dalot gets an assist for a Garnacho finish. Casemiro gets himself on the score sheet again, and so does Bruno Fernandes. 5-2 against Leicester, and it was some good goals on show. But I think the most important thing was how Manchester United were building up in possession and in transition. Ruud van Nistelrooy started with Joshua Zirkzee up top. Despite not getting a goal and not a lot of chances in front of goal either, he did link up the play well. Garnacho getting involved, Marcus Rashford getting involved, Bruno and Casemiro. And I really like Casemiro playing further up the pitch with less defensive duties. And I guess that takes me to my second point. Casemiro is not a sitting 6. I wouldn't mind if he stays at Manchester United, especially as a role player that you can rely on, because today he was absolutely everywhere, covering every single blade of grass, and like I said, getting 2 goals, could have had a hat-trick in the first half. Casemiro for me is not a player that's not able to play at top level. Only time will tell whether he'll be part of Amorim's future plans, but today for me he was absolutely man of the match. And number 3, Bruno Fernandes, another goal scorer that got 2 goals, but equally so, it was more so about the chances that he was creating and just being a lot more disciplined in possession. That's always why I've kind of asked from Bruno Fernandes, don't overcomplicate things as he tends to do, and what he's done so far over the last year or so. Just keep it simple and the goals will find you. And Bruno Fernandes finally got on the score sheet to open up the scoring for his campaign this year. I know, October, we're going into November, and Bruno Fernandes has only just got a goal. The confidence you can see was slowly coming out. He was able to get that second, a very composed one, fakes the keeper and just smashes it into the goal. Bruno Fernandes with a captain's performance. Number 4, Manchester United still look a bit shaky on defence, but I'm going to put that down to the fact that it's, of course, new manager nerves, if you want to say that. But with saying that, Man United were playing a bit of a rotated backline. Lisandro Martinez at left back, Matthijs de Ligt and Victor Lindelof. Victor Lindelof was the only one in that centre-back pairing that played the full 90 minutes, and we saw Johnny Evans coming on later, as well as Nazir Mazraoui. Looked a bit shaky in front of goal, and I'm hoping that it's the nerves that come out of their system, because Manchester United cannot afford to continue to concede goals like that. Some of those goals I would say Manchester United shouldn't have even conceded. And number 5 is probably the biggest talking point, is how will Manchester United set up under Ruben Amorim? We don't know yet, and we have to wait until he comes into the job. But how they set up in Ruud van Nistelrooy's team today, I don't think that was far off from how Manchester United set up in the FA Cup final. Now, I'm not attributing the FA Cup final to Ruud van Nistelrooy, but it looks like Ruud van Nistelrooy returned to basics and playing a way that just gets the job done. And essentially that's what happened today. You can see today some of the players were playing with a lot more confidence. Ugarte managed to get 90 minutes. We saw Ethan Wheatley be able to come on. Amad Diallo smiling on the touchline, hugging Ruud van Nistelrooy before he comes on, before trying a bicycle kick that just about went wide. Imagine if that chance went in. We need to see a team that is playing with confidence and are playing happy. Now, a lot of people kind of suggest that these are players that have got multiple managers sacked, and that's not really the case. Ruben Amorim, when he comes into the job, will hire a team predominantly made up of Eric Ten Hag signings. Only 7 players in Manchester United's 26-man squad are players from previous managers before Eric Ten Hag. So this is mainly an Eric Ten Hag team, and of course, if you take into consideration the summer signings, some of them were probably Ineos-led initiatives. Now, what do you think of the game? Because I don't want to get too ahead of myself. It's a marathon. There is still quite a lot of the season left. But Manchester United get through to the next round of the Carabao Cup thanks to a 5-2 victory over Premier League team Leicester. Now, like I said, Leicester played quite a rotated team, but it was nice to see Manchester United just playing some nice football and getting goals, and also persisting for more goals. You saw Bruno Fernandes was really getting irritated with himself for missing chances. He could have had a hat-trick, and like I said, Casemiro could have had a hat-trick as well. Now, Joshua Zirkzee for me didn't really grow into the game, and at some point of the game he looked absolutely tired, and Ruud van Nistelrooy took him off to bring on Ethan Wheatley. But what we did see is 2 strikers up top, Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Højlund at some point in the second half, and then that changed to Joshua Zirkzee and Ethan Wheatley. Could that be a way that Manchester United play for the next coming games? Right now, what we know with Ruben Amorim is that he will come in as Manchester United manager, but we just don't know when. It could be next week, it could be after the international break. We just got to wait and see. Manchester United get a win, 5 goals, and they're on to the next round. As always, guys, let me know what you thought of the game down below, who really stood out for you, and if you are new here, please do subscribe, hit the like button, and make sure you comment down below.